Cam, why do you think you guys have had so much success against Lamar Jackson over the years?
Success. And sometimes the ball has fallen our way a couple times. It's not like he's not dicing us up. He's a heck of a talent that you try to bottle up, but you never can. And sometimes it's come down to just having the ball last and being able to get off the field when we can.
You see anything different with Derrick Henry at all, being on a different team?
Now you just combine two MVPs together. They are, they're a dual threat where it doesn't matter who's touching the ball. They are, really punishing defenses. Derrick Henry's been a home run hitter, when he was in Tennessee. Now he's doing that, bringing that over here. And then, once Lamar's in more advantageous situations now. I think having a guy like Derrick Henry, where you don't have to gain, 10 yards a play or 10 yards a pop. Now Lamar's like, shoot, I can go out there and just play ball.
Came to that point. It's been 13 months since you guys played against Lamar. What's different when you put on tape with him than the last time you saw him?
I don't know if a lot's different. He was just the MVP. I think it's just he's confident, he's collected, he's calm in the backfield, and he can make you pay in so many different ways. He's got a lot of options now. Derrick Henry out of the backfield, Bateman, Flowers are all killing. Just added Deontay Johnson. Likely has come on a lot. Mark Andrews is good. So they got a lot of pieces. It's not like he doesn't have a good supporting cast around him. Offensive line is a lot healthier. And I just think he's dynamic, but, to be that consistent with it is really special.
The Giants were able to run the ball a lot on you guys when they were using the QB option but giving it to the running back. Is that something you guys think you've cleaned up in the past couple of weeks? Because it looked like you guys did a lot better against that when the Commanders tried it.
A little bit different. I understand Daniel Jones is a rushing option, but Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson are a little bit different body types, but definitely stresses the defense. And I think we got to be ready for all that. RPOs, zone reads, even just a drop back pass can end up as a run. So, all three levels got to be responsible. It's not just the D line. And we got to have clear communication to fix that.
Staying disciplined is important every week, but
yes,
staying in your gaps and staying in your rush lanes this week, I would imagine, is something you guys are stressing.
Yeah, it's not like the Peyton Mannings, Philip Rivers, or the Ben Roethlisbergers, where it's just they're handing off the ball. This is more of everybody's got to be accounted for, and when the quarterback does have the ball, guys got to get off blocks. We stress that a lot because now they have an extra blocker, and so we got to make plays fast, and we got to make sure we have our assignments fast.
Cam, what do you tell younger guys, first-year Steelers, about playing in this rivalry? What to expect?
It's going to be physical. You're going to be sore after. I think it's going to feel like a playoff game because both of these teams are fighting for AFC North crown, and then bring the energy. Don't be surprised by it, and make sure it lasts all the way through.
Early impressions of Preston. What's the value of having a guy with that experience now to be able to step in?
Not just experience being in the league, but experience being in a 3-4 defense. A lot of things kind of translate through. I think he picks it up pretty seamlessly. And I just think you can have communication, higher up communication than just, we're running this. There's options here. How can we adjust? And I think it's really beneficial to the group.
Cam, I know obviously this game is home, but last weekend against the Commanders, seeing the terrible towels take over a road stadium, what kind of intangible boost does that give you guys?
It's awesome. I forget who I was talking to. I was just like, when you're winning, Steeler Nation is traveling pretty well, and whether it was Vegas, Atlanta. We've been very fortunate to have a great turnout by our fans, and in turn, you got to make sure we play well for them. At home, you don't have to worry about that as much, but it's been really cool to see our fans show out on the road.
Does the visual impact of seeing all the yellow towels, is that a lift to you guys? I mean, I know you've said sometimes you can't necessarily hear what's being said in the crowd, but being able to see the towels, is that?
That's only in the fourth quarter when you're up. And then when you're up, you see those towels being waved. I think that's just a beautiful, picture of how the day went for us.
Shelby asked you what you tell the young guys about this rivalry. I mean, how do you balance? Is this just another game, or is it bigger than that? I mean, it only counts for one, but Steelers, Ravens, how do you walk that line?
There's history there, you look at your contemporaries across the line, and you look at the past matchups, you look at what's happened in the past, but it's not indicative of the future. But you understand that there's a whole lot of physicalness and guys stepping up and making critical plays at critical times. That's what's always come down to. I don't think that's ever going to change.
To use a Mike T phrase, are there different ingredients to the hot dog this week in preparation?
Not at all.
Kim, one more kind of off-topic question. You often call the coin toss. Do you have a
Yes.
strategy or a method to how you call
I
it?
can't tell you that. It's part of my recipe, as he would say. But I'm trying to win it more than I'm not the more times. But when I win it, I look right. When I lose it, I look like an idiot.
Somebody keep track of your record?
I don't know. You tell me. Usually, you guys keep track of that. But for the most part, it's just how I feel that day, right?
How much pride do you take in being the one to call the coin toss? Like, do you call dibs on that, or is it the most veteran guy on the team? How do you get to do that?
I don't want to say that. They might say it's the most veteran guy, but I just call it. I don't know. I don't like to think about those things too often.
Cam Patrick was pretty honest with us yesterday about not being re-signed by Baltimore, not being offered by Baltimore.
Yeah.
Do you sense his emotions, and how do you feel like his game has progressed here, especially over the last year?
Can I be honest with you? I didn't practice yesterday, so I don't really know how he was feeling. But, of course, every, logical person would have, feelings about that. But those feelings can't get in the way of how you're going to perform. And, I think Pat's ready for the game. And we want to make sure he made the right decision.
As you know, a lot's been made about their pass defense versus their rush defense. What do you see from them up front and the challenge you guys have to meet in making sure you guys contribute to the offense this week?
You want the running backs?
The running backs, offensive line, run game in general.
I mean, yeah, they have a great. They're a good team. We all know that. But our job is to stay consistent. We take what they can give us. The 5s, the 2s, the 3s, and eventually one will pop. But that's just how we can handle the run game, and and make sure we can get those bigger plays down the field.
What do you like about playing in this game against the Ravens?
Because it's a rivalry on the fact that obviously the history of both teams are, for the most part, when I was watching, they're both usually good teams, and it's always physical. It's always good on good. It reminds me of when we was playing LSU and they had all them boys, Joe Burrow and all them, and it was, our team, I think it was ranked 2 and they was ranked 1, and it was always just, just play man, really too much not of the game plan. It's just whoever wants it more, and that's just the physicality and the mindset that I always have, and I always would tell guys that this matchup is, don't really look at the score, but just worry about winning each play. And if you lose one play, just worry about the next one, because the game can go either way, and it's just the fun part of the sport. When you're playing against across the ball, and it's other guys who are at the same level as you are, who just kind of just in that same mindset as you, and at the end of the day, it's the best man who wins.
Is this as close to a college type rivalry game that you get in the NFL?
Yeah, for sure. For me, for sure. Me personally saying that, speaking on that question is, yeah, I think so, most definitely. I always have fun playing it. Even if, both teams aren't even doing good, it's always going to be, a good rivalry like Auburn and Alabama. Even if one team is not so good, it's that game, both teams are 0-0, and it's always just good on good.
Najee, do you have a relationship with Derrick Henry? And is that someone you watch a lot or study a lot?
I study everybody. But, But Derek, of course, I got a relationship with Derek. I got a relationship for the most part all the running backs who came through Alabama. But Derek, yeah, for sure. You know, he's having a great year as always. Yeah, man, I study everybody.
Do you like playing in a game where there is another Alabama running back, a prolific running back on the other side?
You said what?
Do you like playing in games where there's...
I mean, like, as long as we win, and at the end of the day, that's just what matters. That's what matters, man.
Najee, when you're talking about watching this game growing up, has it changed? The tone changed a little bit, especially this year with how prolific both offenses have been. I mean, for a long time it was about defense on defense.
Yeah, I think we was talking about that too. I think probably when Lamar got there, start switching over to like more offensively on their end. So yeah, I guess so. But what don't change is the physicality. What don't change is the mindset of each game. We could have both prolific offenses, but it could be a game where it's still 7-7, 0-0 going into the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? And we're still just trying to crawl out of there and just dig it out and fight it out. And that's what it is.
How's everything going with your knee? Knee, ankle, lower body from the game last week?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's a little, I'm good. I'm straight.
You've gone against Patrick quite a bit, especially in training camp. He said that he's a trash talker. He can't.
PQ said he's a trash talker?
Has he trash talked you in practice at all in training camp? Anything?
No, I've been going against PQ since college too. So no, I mean maybe it's different for me, but even when he was on the Ravens, nah. Everybody else will though. Everybody else will trash talk every other game I go to, but PQ didn't really say that. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. PQ's a great guy. All right, you guys.